Mika Brzezinski, host of Morning Joe on MSNBC, at the 2015 Women in the World Summit in New York. Andrew Toth. Getty Images, by Lindsay Beaver. Lindsay Beaver, general assignment reporter covering national and breaking news. Email bio. Follow October 4 at 1:55 p.m. following White House counselor Kellyanne Conway's statement that Christine Blasey Ford had been treated like a Faberge egg. An MSNBC host dared Conway to be the egg and share her own sexual assault story. Anchor Mika Brzezinski lashed out at Conway on Thursday on Morning Joe, telling her to see what it feels like to be treated like a Faberge egg. But Brzezinski's comments prompted intense criticism from others on social media, including from the press secretary for Vice President Pence, saying survivors should never be forced to share, and leading Brzezinski to defend her impassioned words. So tell us your story. Who is your attacker? Who broke the law? Who hurt you? Brzezinski addressed Conway on the air, according to Mediaite. You seemed really uncomfortable when you let that slip out. Your voice got small, your voice cracked, you had to clear your throat. You were really uncomfortable just saying I am a victim of sexual assault. And, you know what, I say that as a victim of sexual assault myself. So I want to ask, why can't you be the egg, Kellyanne, the Faberge egg, and tell your story, because you say women should be heard? A spokeswoman for MSNBC declined to comment. President Trump angrily lashes out at Morning Joe hosts on Twitter. In the past, Brzezinski has been singled out by the White House in personal and demeaning terms. Last year, President Trump viciously attacked her on Twitter, calling her low IQ crazy Mika and saying she had recently had plastic surgery. I heard poorly rated at Morning Joe speaks badly of me, don't watch anymore. Then how come low IQ crazy Mika, along with Psycho Joe, came? Donald J. Trump, at @RealDonaldTrump, June 29, 2017. To Mar-a-Lago 3 nights in a row around New Year's Eve, and insisted on joining me. She was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no. Donald J. Trump, at @RealDonaldTrump, June 29, 2017. On Thursday, Brzezinski was responding to the statement Conway made while speaking to reporters about Ford. Trump mocked Ford at a political rally this week, ridiculing her testimony and laughing with a crowd of thousands, but Conway didn't see Trump's remarks in those terms. The woman has been accommodated by all of us, Conway said, claiming that Ford has been treated like a Faberge egg by all of us, beginning with me and the president. Conway did not respond to a request for comment. You say that women should be heard, their stories are believable or credible and understanding and compelling, Brzezinski said on Morning Joe. Well, let's hear yours. That's very convenient to drop that, but I want to know your story. I want to know what happened. You should have justice, shouldn't you? Brzezinski continued, you can't just throw that out as a political dagger to protect this reprehensible predator of a president and make an announcement that you're the victim of a sexual assault, which therefore, for some reason, makes people not ask you about it. If women are being treated like Faberge eggs when they announce their stories, then you go ahead and tell yours and see how easy it is, okay? That was as low as it gets. I would get up and leave if I were you today. I would never want to face the cameras again, unless you're willing to tell your story just like Drive. Ford did, okay? And see what it feels like to be treated like a Faberge egg, as you say. You have such great, quick, tight little points that you want to just throw out there. This one's not going to fly. You can't use being a victim of sexual assault, throw it out there, and then literally sully the name of someone who has stepped in front of the cameras before the United States of America and told her story. Following Brzezinski's on-air rant, other political commentators took to Twitter, questioning whether survivors should be pressured to share their stories. Greta Van Susteren wrote that it is terrible to try to force women to reveal details about sexual assault if they do not want to tell details. CNN anchor Chris Cuomo asked, "Is this fair? Should an alleged victim be forced to come forward?" Pence's press secretary, Alyssa Farah, criticized Brzezinski's remarks, writing, "Mika attacking Kellyanne Conway for sharing her experience with sexual assault and claiming it was political is one of the ugliest things I've seen. I'm rarely genuinely appalled, but Mika attacking Kellyanne Conway for sharing her experience with sexual assault and claiming it was political is one of the ugliest things I've seen." At Morning Joe, Alyssa Farah, at Alyssa Farah, October 4, 2018. Brzezinski responded harshly to her critics with a series of tweets, many of which she has since deleted. "I did not force. I said try being the egg. Watch the whole thing. I think it's terrible to support the mocking of a victim, Greta. Come on. Be honest. https://t.go/imvvfa48a. I'm Mika Brzezinski, at Morning Mika, October 4, 2018. Greta. I respect you, so I will go further. I made my point understanding that it is so hard. How dare Casey say Ford was being treated by a Faberge egg? I said try being the egg. As she knows it's not easy. Hypocrisy. https://t.co/imvvfa48a. I'm Mika Brzezinski, at Morning Mika, October 4, 2018. And Greta, try to up the level on what you read. This website consistently manipulates the truth to make headlines that are incorrect. You should know better. I'm disappointed. I really respect you. Surprised. https://t. co-imvvfa48i, Mika Brzezinski, at Morning Mika, October 4, 2018. Brzezinski have also addressed Cuomo, telling him, "You have offended me as a competitor and a woman, and as a victim of a violent sexual assault. I demand an apology. This is below us. Or at least I thought it was. You should apologize." Then, and Chris, instead playing for the next interview on Twitter, "Why don't you apologize? Because you were way off, wrong flat out, and misleading. Your job is to get the facts right, and you were wrong, and you should apologize." Then, as a victim of a violent sexual assault myself, I would never force anyone to come forward. You need to actually read and listen to what I said. Might be hard when you're so quick to tweet. Image from Twitter. Later in the morning, Cuomo said he was removing his original tweet. Deleting this. I am all about engagement and disagreement, but I am not about adding to hot politics and using victims as fodder. Ford was victimized again by politics. I won't add to that. I have no fight with Mika or anyone. We must be united on respecting victims. https://t.co/1kfwlckquw. Christopher C. Cuomo, at Chris Cuomo, October 4, 2018. This is the best point made today, Brzezinski responded. Let's leave it there. I took my tweets down too. Read more. Mika Brzezinski explains what President Trump's tweets reveal about him live on stage. Joe and Mika happily dish about their complex relationship with the President. Trump's latest attack on Mika Brzezinski is laced with sexism.